What is up? Felix Lehr here for Thomann Synthesizers here from our studios in Berlin. And today with me again for the second time is Jamaica Suk. In case you missed the first video a couple of weeks ago, she did a brilliant performance which I urge you to check out. Super good stuff. And today you brought your modular system again. What are we up to?
That's correct. Today we're going to briefly go over one patch through the modular synth. We're going to use one VCO and the Mimeophon Digitalis by Noise Engineering to sequence it. It's called the Bassline Iteratus Alter, and it's one of my favorite VCOs from Noise Engineering. And to clock everything, I always use my analog Rytm. It's just an incredible drum machine and a very powerful clock. So it's great to use this as the master.
So right before we started filming, you actually removed a super complex patch. 5 million cables, these are some of them. So we're going to start completely from scratch, basically. Besides from the very few patch cables that are already installed here, what are they doing?
So this is the clock, and this is basically, everything is coming from the analog Rytm, and I'm using MIDI out from the analog Rytm to go into the back of my Intellijel case here, going into this Umidi module.
And this is a MIDI to CV converter, I guess, and then
that's correct.
If we create a pattern here, it's gonna end up here as a CV signal.
Yes, so this is going to this, which is how I am basically gluing everything together, making everything in sync. So those are the only patch cables that you see here, even this cable here.
Then let's start creating a sequence.
Okay, so just check, make sure we have a kick going. Okay, so basically as long as this is running, our clock's running, you can see all the lights are in synchronicity.
Okay, so here we have a sequencer as well, and this one is
that's correct.
Showing us that the clock is already in sync with the...
This is another sequencer, and I just have it set up just in case we're going to use that today. But for now, let's just use the Mimeophon Digitalis. So here we have the first output. We can put this into the trigger of the Bassline. And now we'll take another patch cable and we will take the out of it and go into the Dual Effects by Erica Synths. This is a really powerful effects module.
It's a digital effects unit, or?
It's, I think, a combination, but you can select between different delay, reverb, and flanger, and also in a combination, I think, and there's also more. So let's just plug this in here to a little mixer. And this is running into this. So, if anyone just want to tune it. Okay.
So this is actually the sound generating unit? Or?
That's correct.
And this is the effects unit just, and here we have the amp essentially, and this is where our signal arrives so that we can hear it. And this output goes into the mixer, all right. Nice.
So now let's add some pitch. And I'm gonna try this. We need to put something into the decay, or else it's just going to stay open all the time. That's not so interesting. So let's try using the clap DS in Uni. But first, let me show you what it sounds like without this.
Okay.
So here, you can also change the tuning of the notes. Let's see. You can change it here also. Pairs with some modulation, it helps a lot. This is with the clap DS.
So this is now modulating the decay, or?
That's correct.
All right.
And now I'm gonna take another cable here, put it into
the attack.
Here's some effects.
A little delay.
It's a combination, yeah. Yeah, some delay, a little bit of reverb.
No.
So this sounds crazy already with this
modulation.
filtering. Yeah, with the modulation, this adds a lot to the voice. Now let's make it even crazier.
Yeah, now we are getting somewhere. Nice. You're removing one of the modulations again, or no? So now attack is modulated, decay is modulated.
Yeah, that's correct.
Then what do we have? We have here a mixture of delay and reverb. What
Yes.
else were the last few steps that you did here?
So the last few steps I did was I changed this, which was coming from CV to BOC from the modulation, and this is going into harm of the Bastimulus iteratus alter.
Yeah.
And I changed the notes actually. So on the Mimeophon digitalis,
So you basically hold a step and then change the pitch of the according step, or how does it work?
That's correct. So here it's going through this sequence.
16 steps.
And yes, and those are all of our notes.
Yeah.
So if there's a note that you want to change the tuning of, you can just
hold it and
hold it in and change it. And you can also save some patterns in here.
Yeah.
So then you can also go to 0 and shred, which is kind of interesting. And there's an undo button if you get lost.
Yeah.
So if we just play, here I'll take down some of the effects. If we play our sequence, it's already sounding pretty crazy.
Yeah. So where's the kind of bit crush noise kind of sound coming from? Is it from this unit here?
It's coming from here.
Okay.
So it's from this, from the harm. And from here, this fold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now I will try the 0 and the shred.
Yeah.
So first let's try shred. See, and then we'll try. Nothing's really happening. Okay, now I tried random.
Yeah.
This changes it a little bit. Cable into something else on the Bastimulus. We'll try this SLM.
Alright, what does this do?
This will supposed to create some more layers and some more modulation, but I don't hear anything yet, so. So now we'll try putting it into the BOC. So it's not working. We can't hear so much. So I will try to plug this into the morph and see if we get something else interesting.
Oh, that is indeed interesting. Oh, damn.
Now we're just adding some delay here.
Yeah. which one is controlling which? You have delay time, I assume. Is this one or?
Both of them, yeah. You can try it. So you can try. I like to turn them both at the same time. Yeah.
Stuff.
Cool. Now let's try some more random notes. So just by pressing load and random,
yeah.
We changed it to that already.
Yeah, and now we have a completely different pattern basically.
That's correct. And if we press undo. This. I'll take down the decay a little bit.
But the snare is still coming from the analog rhythm, right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Sick.
Nice.
And can we use the second FX, or is it already at play right now? The FX1?
The other ones? Yeah, of course. So let's just turn it down. Okay.
How do you determine which effect does what?
You
just
can
select button, I
press
assume.
select. Right. So you can have combinations of two together, or all three together, or you can just select one individually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try something.
So now it's two effects at the same time.
First two, okay. And then here's the parameters here from top to bottom, and you can also save inside here. So let's try. It's more of like a long reverb. Yeah. Really nice, actually.
One is the pitch here?
The pitch is right here.
A way to control the envelope or of the filter?
Yes.
Can we do something? Because what I always look for when I first try out a synth, first thing I try to master is the envelope and the filter envelope, because I think that's what really makes the sound hit in like a percussive way. So how would you approach it now if we wanted to control the envelope of a filter? We could, for example, use the wasp filter here.
Yeah, we can use the wasp filter, or we can use this Morgasmatron by Intellijel, and that is a dual filter.
All right.
So
we can actually left-right, or?
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, sick.
So here you have all the different types of filter.
Yeah.
Low pass through high pass.
All right. Now let's send it through here maybe, and then afterwards through the Erica.
Then back into the effects.
Yeah.
And then here's the volume here.
And now we only have a mono signal. We're only using one of the channels, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy.
It's okay, we have a drive.
You can turn it down a little bit.
Low pass 1, low pass. had to start building your modular from scratch again, what do you think would be the first modules that you would definitely get again? If you would lose your modular system, for example, while traveling or something like this, where would you start?
I hope that doesn't happen, first of all. But in case it does, I would start with this this module that we just used, actually, because it has such a high spectrum of
a lot of
sounds,
versatility.
and it's very versatile. So I even use this to design some of my kicks.
Yeah. Ah, great.
And it always sounds great.
Yeah.
So.
All right, then thanks for this little overview and little dive into your modular system. And if people at home have any questions regarding the system, I guess they can ask them in the comments and you will do your best to answer them.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming by and thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace out.